Hey guys, welcome to the Thursday collab with Miss Nikki. Today, welcome to my channel. My name is Shelly. I am a captivated gem. And today is the collab with Miss Nikki from Happy Halls. And we are busting in to Jeffree Star's Gold-Blooded Vault. This is a stunning palette. I mean, I know that the man, like I say it all the time, I know he's controversial, but man, I tell you what, he knows how to put out the color. Here is our palette. Take off the paper. And here we go. This is, oh, sorry, I try to cover that up. This is what we're working with today. Today's my mom's birthday. I am taking her out for lunch, and then we're going to do a little bit of shopping, whatever she feels like, because she turned 86 today, guys. Happy birthday! So, but yeah, I am taking her out to lunch and maybe do a little, we want to go, there's a bookshop that we want to go to. I think I've mentioned that before. I'm starting out with Star Decadence, and this is a light shimmer. I went ahead and put on some white eye primer just because I want the shine to really shine. And I'm putting that all over the eyes. So how are we doing? This video will probably go up very late this evening, but that's okay, because I've already got a video that went up this morning. So this might not even go up until tomorrow, actually. And for that, I apologize to you guys, to you, Miss Nikki. It's just, it's been a very hectic week for me in so many, many ways. All right, now I'm going to go in. Let's see, we started with this one. And now I think I'm going to go in with this Vincent Van Gogh. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go in with Gold-Blooded, because that's the name of the palette, and that's what I want to highlight. This is another shimmer. I may end up going over it with a matte just to kind of calm things down a little bit. Woo. This is gorgeous. Do any of you guys have this palette? Oh my word, it's stunning. She's just beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, let's see, in the news today, evidently Elf Cosmetics has gotten themselves in quite a bit of hot water with the beauty community and with consumers at large that know about it. They hired on, they got Matt Rife, the comedian, if you've ever heard of him. They've got him as one of their spokesmen. Now, he's been known to make very controversial, body-shaming-esque comments about women. And kind of like dismissed the abuse of women and the targeting of women, violence towards women. Just kind of dismissed it. And he has stirred up a pot with that one, with the community. Well, Elf he has, and now Elf has. And they're not having it with the women that have spoken out about this. There's influencers, there's people who were I'm going in with Perseverance right here, over here. And then we're going to go in, I believe, with this one, which is Fire Phoenix, and that is probably my favorite color It's in my top 3 favorite colors in this entire palette. Anyway, a lot of people have said, you know, we're not gonna buy from this company. You know, we're gonna make our stand about this with this company. They are just very up in arms about it. And I don't blame them. You know, I'm not real happy about it either, because what does he know about cosmetics? Honestly, you know, you don't ever see him in any of his shows that I've seen say, you know, I really think the cosmetics industry is fascinating. It's awesome. I have a deep respect for it. He certainly never, you know, said that I respect women and I think it's great that they use said products. No, that's not a part of his shtick, I guess you'd say. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot of influencers, female influencers. It's still a new story to me, so I've got to do more research on it. I don't want to give you incorrect information, but what I do know, what I saw just today, is they're upset. I don't really use e.l.f. products. I was trying out, it was sent to me in a pinch me box. This, it is a sunscreen and primer, or a primer with SPF. Invisible sunscreen. It's not invisible. I don't care for it alone or under makeup. But I'm glad I kept the bottle so I could show you. And then I've got a setting spray. It's the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Again, meh. I've used much better. Ooh, look at this color, you guys. But I don't reach for e.l.f. products. I haven't bought anything. The last thing I think I bought was that primer, and couldn't tell you how long ago. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with their. What I don't like is that they keep raising their prices. Okay, I mean, they raise their prices all the time. It seems like every time you turn around, going in with Fire Phoenix now, and yet they don't improve on their quality at all. At all. Clean this brush a little bit. No, I don't want that brush. I think I need to use this one. This will be better. Definitely want to clean that off a little bit. But they don't improve the quality of their products. And including more products doesn't equal good or better quality. And they just went up like $1 because of tariffs and all of that. That was their reason. And it's like, okay, all right, fine. Again, not an avid consumer, don't really care much for their products or their brushes for that matter. They have a couple that I used to use that I thought were kind of nice. That's pretty. But anyway, they raised their prices by $1 because of tariffs. Okay. Then explain to me how you can afford to acquire, what's the name of that brand? That bought up a bunch of smaller brands. One of them was Hailey Bieber's brand. And that's kind of, an older brand when, you think about comparatively. And they can afford Matt Rife to speak for them. I mean, they spent, I think, what was it, $500 million acquiring this great big company. No, thank you, e.l.f. No, thank you. I just, no. I don't. I think that's very bad business, and I think it's going to bite them. We will see. I'm going to stay tuned and read more about it. This may even make a Jen Love episode. That she might even talk about that this weekend. And if so, I will definitely let you guys know, or tune into her channel. And I mean, she's always got interesting stories. Always. So, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Leave in the comments below. What do you think about this? Do you feel affected by this? Do you think, well, you know, business is business and so on and so forth? I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it just reeks. But that's my opinion. But, you know, to be honest, I've never thought much of him anyway. His sarcasm just runs too deep for me. Way too deep. I think he's rude to his audience. I've seen multiple times, you know, I'll catch like a little, like when I'm scrolling through stuff, I'll see him pop up in like a short, or if somebody's talking about him, you know, I'll catch a little bit. And the consistency of the rudeness to his audience, just, I find, I don't know, I don't have any taste for it. Okay, for somebody who does sarcasm, I like Sebastian Maniscalco. I think he's hilarious, and I would love the opportunity to see him in person. I like to watch the Pete and Sebastian podcast. They're both hilarious together. They've been friends for a long time, and they, you know, they'll sit there and trade stories back and forth and laugh at each other and laugh about things and ask questions about what's going on with each other. And I like him. He knows how to tread the waters of sarcasm versus rude. And he's funny. He does, I mean, he uses physical comedy too, or, you know, now as he's getting a little bit older, I think he's calmed some of that down. And he's also been in some movies. There's a movie made about his dad that he played himself in, and Robert De Niro played the role of his dad, and evidently Mr. De Niro spent an entire year getting to know Sebastian's father to be able to play him accurately. And then he was also in, I think, The Irishman. Had a little part in that. I think that was the movie. Don't quote me, but I think that was the movie. Heck, that might have been how he met Robert De Niro. I don't know. Because he was in it too, along with Al Pacino. I love Al Pacino. I love Al Pacino, man. I just, have y'all ever seen Devil's Advocate? Oh my gosh. And Keanu Reeves, forget about it. Love him. Okay, so far so good, guys. Let's see. I want to put this Living Legend on here. I like this real well, and I think I'm going to bring that up around through here. Let's see, I'll use this one. But so, yeah, that's some up-and-coming drama. I'm sure more is going to be said about it. I'm sure. One of the women that was commenting on it said she didn't believe that there were any women in the boardroom when this decision was made. She said, you know, to me, it's kind of like a hack job. Like they just spent all this money and they realized that their profits aren't the greatest, and they just thought, you know what, I've got this great idea. Let's bring Matt Rife. Now they do have a, what's her name? She was a contestant, I think, last year on RuPaul's Drag Race. And she's really funny. And she's, you know, I'm sorry, her name escapes me. If I remember it, I'm going to pop it up on screen. But yeah, okay, and I that's cool, great. But you know, there may be even some kickback from that. I don't know. This story could go in all kinds of directions. I mean, it really, really could. I'm really curious to see how it shakes out. Truly curious, because that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Where's my? There we go. Oops. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this Fire Phoenix right there. I never use the right brush for anything, it seems. And that's such a gorgeous color. Oh, that way. Okay, fine. For my next thing, I think I want to put down here just to draw a little line. I think I'm going to go in with Built Differently. And that's this purple all the way down here. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, I got to get myself to a chiropractor before but my spine is tilted. I guess what I was trying to say. And as a result, I have a lot of problems with it. So I need to get back to the chiropractor. He's just about the only person that can really get me straightened out. And he's going to be so mad at me because I haven't been in months. And he was wanting to see me 2 to 3 times a week. But, you know, when it rains, I can't go. When the weather's bad, I can't go. There's a lot of things that keep me at home. And so, but yeah, there was a point several years ago, not several, about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I couldn't walk, period. There was something wrong in there, and it hasn't really been right since, but he helped me with it. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch of blending. I'm going to do I've already got my blush on. I'm going to put my highlighter on, lips and all that, and I'll be back. All right, and we are back, and we have finished the Jeffree Star gold-blooded look. Here's what we did with the eyes. I tried to get them blended out pretty well. I think I did. When I rush a little bit, and I hate doing that, especially on a collab, it's just my whole week got ahead of me. Anyway, so I went in and did my highlighter, and I pulled it from his Ice Crusher palette. I just love. There's a color in here for everybody and for everything. I went in with this one, and that one is called Snow Job. Jeffree, I can't with him. All right, then let's see. Lipstick, liner. I went in with that Refi, the plum color that I used in my last video, because I just think it's beautiful, and I'm glad that I found it. I didn't realize. Sometimes you don't realize you've lost something until you found it. But I mean, I've got a lot of lip liners. So, and then I went in with Major Attitude from his Velvet Trap. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love the berries that he creates. Oh my gosh. And then I went in from the Shiny Trap, and I used, Major Attitude to give myself some shine instead of going in with a gloss. And with that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Get ready with me. But get in there. I hope you enjoyed this collab. I look forward to what Miss Nikki comes out with. Go and check out her channel. It's at Happy Hauls. Nikki at Happy Hauls. And check her out. She does a lot of fun stuff over there, and she puts a lot of content out. So please, if you did not come from her channel to me, please go from my channel to her. Oh, for setting spray, I used the ColourPop No Filter. So, and then liner, I used this Illuminati, kind of a green multi-chrome. I don't know if you can tell. I used that across the top, And then, of course, I went in with the Black Thrives Cosmetics. You know, that's becoming a ride or die for me. And then since I ran out of his mascara, I thought I would use one that he recommended and endorsed, I guess you'd say. So that's everything on the face, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll come back and watch. I'll be making more videos. And until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.